Hello, everyone, and welcome to BodyBags. I'll be your reviewer for today. I'm Lonnie for Terry and Tats, and I am back reviewing the movies of the great legend Boris Karloff. And honestly, I'm having a blast doing it. Some of these movies are just amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it's like I get around to talking about them. Karloff did do a couple of movies that weren't exactly his best work, but not this movie, not the one I'm talking about today. The one I'm talking about is from 1935. It's called The Black Room. It is here on the Thrillers from the Vault 8 film set from Mill Creek. I strongly urge you get this set if you get the chance. It's a really beautiful set. The films look great. They even get bonus features. Some of these movies have like audio commentaries and there's like some featurettes and interviews and things like that. So honestly, yeah, I would definitely recommend. It's a few bucks, but 8 really good movies for the most part. So yeah, but yeah, the movie The Black Room came out in 1935, and it definitely feels very um, very much like an Edgar Allan Poe inspired story. The story is about the Bergman family, and they have a history. They have a dark history of at one point in their past, one of the Bergman women had given birth to twin sons, and the twin sons grew up, and there is quite a bit of religious kind of symbolism, but um, kind of like drawing from religion quite a bit in this movie, especially the story of Cain and Abel. Um, they had the twins, and similar to Cain and Abel in the Bible, the older twin killed the younger twin, and you know uh, tried to inherit the kingdom and things like this. Well, so now here we're having a similar situation. The Baron, his wife, has given birth to twins. The one who's slightly older by just a matter of minutes is named Anton, and he's born with a deformity. He is, his hand is paralyzed, and so he has to go around kind of like this for the whole movie. And the other one is the slightly younger one is named Gregor. And take a big fat guess who plays Anton and Gregor. That's right, our man Boris Karloff, and he does a great job. He's so much fun to watch in this movie, and so anyway, so the Baroness gives birth to the twins, and then, but what we find out though is that the De Bergman family actually they have in their castle what they call the Black Room, and what this room is, it's not really like a torture room or anything, but it's where the De Bergman family, in the old days they would throw the bodies of their enemies in. There's a pit, and in this black room. There's a pit in the floor, and so basically the De Bergman family would, they would take their enemies and throw them down this, this pit and everything else. And so they decide that they want to seal off this room and everything else, and they really want to try to avoid this whole prophecy of one twin killing another to gain power. They want to close off this black room and everything else and have it sealed and nobody would ever know it's there. So over time, as the two twins, Gregor and Anton, they're being raised. Both of them, their parents both pass away over time, and then Anton decides as the older twin, he decides he's going to go ahead and he's wanting to travel and go and basically go to school, get educated, things like this. And so he decides he's going to leave the kingdom uh, to his brother Gregor, and his brother Gregor is going to end up becoming the Baron. And so, but the problem is Gregor he's a horrible person. He's a monster. And so one of the great things is you get to see Boris Karloff essentially playing Jekyll and Hyde in this movie, because the character of Anton is very likable, very nice, respectable. Everybody likes him. All this, he's charming, witty. Kind of person you'd like to spend time with and talk to and everything, and have a drink with and stuff like that. He's really really great, likable guy. Not so much for his brother Gregor. Gregor is, horrible. He's he's definitely abusing his power as a baron. The people can't stand him. He's, not, he doesn't look at, he's very selfish and self absorbed. All he cares about is his pleasures, his wants, his needs. And, he has no problems of, it's hinted at in the story. You got to remember, it's very, very subtle, but it is there. This movie's 1935, so they had to be very, very careful with what they put into a lot of movies. But it is implied that he would go and if he saw women in the village, if he wanted them, he would just take them. So he's essentially like a rapist. He's killed people, and that's the thing. It's like they've talked about like girls from the village, people from the village disappearing, and then coming to find out that Anton, or well, Anton is the one who actually figures out, but the the Baron Gregor has been raping and murdering people, and he's been throwing them into the pit in the Black Room. Well, so Anton comes to he's brought to the village, and everybody's talking about, and at first everybody's kind of leery about him, but then come to find out that no, he's the good twin and all this, and everybody they go to confront Gregor, and they've suspected him of murdering young women and stuff like this, and so they go to have him arrested, and Gregor said, here's the deal. It's like, I know you guys don't want me to be the Baron anymore, so that's why I'm glad that my brother is here. I'm going to I'm going to assign him, the kingdom, and he's going, the village. He's going to become the Baron and all this. And so, yeah, you guys are going to want me gone and all this. So everybody's happy. The only thing is what they don't take into account is that Gregor actually ends up, betraying Anton and murders him and throws him into the Black Room, in the pit in the Black Room, and he's going to take on he's going to take on the role of, you know, he's going to take on the role of Anton, and he's going to try to see if he can get away with it, and yeah, it's and I think I better just, I'm sorry if I'm stammering and stuff, just kind of like trying to figure, it's like, yeah, I think I better just kind of leave it at that and not really push my luck any more than I already have. I'll just leave it at that and wait and see if, they find out in time. Because one of the main things that he really wants is there is a colonel that, he wants to marry the colonel's daughter, Tia. And he is bound and determined, like, he's going to do whatever he's got to do to get this woman, and this woman is basically his fantasy woman, and he wants to have this colonel's this colonel is very rich and respected and things like this, and he wants this colonel's money, so he's going to try to go after him and try to go after the daughter, and it's kind of a race against time. Do they find out what's going on and everything? And I'll just leave it at that. But this movie is, it's only 68 minutes long. It's not a very long film. It flies by as at a breeze. This movie got, if you listen to the audio commentary, unfortunately, this movie got really just, bashed when it first came out. But honestly, if you watch this movie, it is so good. Boris Karloff, he's amazing to watch. You get to see him play, you get to see him, just really not hamming it up, but he's really like, going for the gusto, playing, the villain is Gregor. But you do see, a nice and charming side to him when he's playing Anton. So it's kind of nice to see him playing, dual parts. Not something you really got to see him do very much. But the cinematography is amazing. The sets are beautiful. Everything about this movie it is so good. And I definitely recommend checking it out. And I recommend getting this set. And that's really about all I can say about it. This is probably going to be one of my shorter reviews. But yeah, I mean, just it's a blast. The black and white, the gothic atmosphere, it just looks amazing. It's like I'm watching this on my 4K TV, and it looks it's mind-blowing how good this movie looks. And, and still, yeah, everything about it, I can strongly say, yeah, check out The Black Room. You won't regret it. It's a great film. You love Boris Karloff, you're going to love this. And, you love the, kind of the black and white, noirish, Definitely Edgar Allan Poe inspired kind of horror films. Yeah, you're gonna love this movie. So that's it. I think I've rambled on long enough. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I also hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, would you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the BodyBags channel. We have a different reviewer, one for every day of the week. I am the Saturday reviewer. I'm really, really pleased to be in such great company. And, I'm working with a great bunch of guys. Everybody's doing really good stuff. And I'm just really, really glad to be a part of it. I'm really, really honored. So, and, yeah, come back. We're going to have more theme weeks. We got label weeks coming up. We're going to have, we're going to be reviewing, movies from, the years and all this kind of stuff, and just more fun stuff coming. So please, so come back and check us out. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a good night. I'll see you later.